Hey guys, today I'm gonna do part 3 to my CFOP series, and it's gonna be OLL. So, yay, let's get into this. But first, I have a couple announcements. Number one is I do cubing videos about once a week, so if you want my cubing videos only, then look for them about once a week. I may do some twice a week though, so just be subscribed and keep up with my channel. But I do other videos every day. Yeah, well, almost every day. Weekends, sometimes not. So, but every weekday. Yeah, and that's it. So, let's get into OLL. But today I'm going to be teaching 2-look OLL because 1-look it's 57 algorithms, and I assume if you're trying to learn CFOP, you're a beginner at CFOP, so that's what we're going to do. So scramble up your cubes and solve until you get to, until F2L is done. So I'll show you what your cube is supposed to look like for today's tutorial. So it's supposed to look like this. First 2 layers done, but top is not solved. And the goal for today is to have your top solved. Well, but these don't have to be solved. Okay, so I'm gonna get into it. Okay, so we're back. So first we got this line shape, and it's a small L, and how you want to hold this small L is L goes to the left, so it doesn't look like an L, it looks more like a J, but it's an L for left. And we do the algorithm we learned from beginner's method. F, U, R, U prime, R prime, F prime. And as you can see, it solves the cross on top. The next case is a bar. And so for the bar, we do a very similar algorithm, except it goes F, R, U, R prime, U prime, F prime to solve our cross on the top. And then last but not least, wait, hold on. Sorry. Let me just get it to a dot case real quick. Okay, let me just flip some edges, because that makes everything a little bit simpler. Okay, so as you can see, we have no edges oriented in this case. So we go F, U, R, U prime, R prime, U prime, and then we do the same algorithm we just used to solve our cross on the top. So yeah, that's pretty much all to the first part of 2-look OLL, and the reason it's called 2-look is because you do 2 steps to it. And so now that we have the cross on top, I'll be teaching by case. So let me solve this real quick, and then, so we got our first case, also known as soon. And soon is the algorithm you know from beginner's method that goes R, U, R prime, U prime, R, wait, hold on, sorry, R, U, R prime, U, R, U2, R prime. I think that's how it goes. Just follow the instructions on the screen that I'll give you. But yeah, you know that one from beginner's method, so that one isn't a problem. And then we go into our anti-soon case. Hold on. Okay. So anti-soon is very similar, except instead of having the corner oriented over here, it's oriented over here. And you hold this chunk in the back right. and you do an algorithm that's exactly the opposite of sin, and you go R, U2, R prime, U prime, R, U prime, R prime. And then you'll have your OLL solved. And so those are our soon cases, and they're the easiest. And I believe there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more cases. And so, wait, hold on. Then we'll go on to this case. This one's the easiest to recognize, and you hold this corner to your right. So this corner is oriented to your right, and you do this algorithm. R prime, I usually do an X rotation first, and for example, I know I told you there would be some different notation in CFOP, and this is kind of where it comes in. So X basically means you hold the bottom side on your front, and X prime would mean you hold the top side on your front. Y means you hold the right side on your front. Y prime means you hold the left side on your front. And then Z means you hold the right side on your top, and Z prime means you hold the left side on your top. We don't really use Z and Z prime, so don't worry about that. But anyway, this one I do a X rotation, so it goes X, R prime, U prime, L prime, U, R, U prime, L, U. And there we go. Top is solved. And so there's a very similar algorithm. It's almost even better just to remember how this one looks, but very similar. So instead you have this chunk right there with the corners, with one corner facing you, hold this chunk on the left, one corner facing you and one corner not facing you. And you do a very similar algorithm. It goes X, R prime, U prime, L, U, R, U prime, L prime, U. And there you go, you have your top solved. And this is very similar to the last case I showed. And next you have this case. Wait, hold on. Let me think. Okay. This case. So you have this chunk right there, but instead, if you hold it on the left and a corner doesn't face you, then you move it to the front and you'll get headlights right there. And you do this algorithm. R2, D, R prime, U2, R, D prime, R prime, U2, R prime. And there you go, you have the top solved. This is probably the hardest one to learn, but don't worry about that. You'll get it. And now we have just the bare cross cases, which look like this. So this is one of them. And so as you can see, you have a bare yellow cross and headlights on your right and headlights on your left. And you do this algorithm. R, U, R prime, U, R, U prime, R prime, U, R, U2, R prime. And that'll solve the top. This is a very fun algorithm to perform, so yeah, this is the best bare cross case. And the last one, let me see if I can get it to there even. Here, let me just do some corner twists to get it there easier. Okay, and so this one, you hold headlights on the right, and you have a corner facing you and a corner not facing you on the left. And so this one's easily the worst cross case, and you go L prime, hold on, I'm forgetting this one for some reason. Sorry. Don't you just hate it when you forget an algorithm that you know really well? Yeah. This one, and I'm forgetting. So, hold on. Let me look it up real quick. Okay, I figured out the alg. So, actually, you hold it on the right and you go R-U2, and then you go R2, U2, R2, wait, sorry. You go R, let's restart that out. R2, wait, no. R, U2, R2, U prime, R2, U prime, R2, U2, R prime, or R. And that'll solve that. Okay. And that's all for 2Look OLL, and I hope to see you on the next video, and please leave a like and subscribe for all of my videos. And like I said, if you want cubing videos, then I'm doing those once a week, but subscribe for my other stuff too. And thanks. Bye.